So Miss Kimberly came out with this post: don't ever use my name to enhance your credibility or for whatever purpose. We are over for 10 years and it has been going very well. That time I was very young, but now I am mature and don't ever use my name again. We are on separate paths. Thank you very much. So the person that Kim was talking about is Sasa, her former manager, longtime manager, and I have to say that they did not end on good terms. Their partying was not all smiles. But the case that everybody in Thailand is talking about had nothing to do with Kim, but everything to do with Sasa. So it all started from a blind item talking about a cutesy actress trying to hijack a cosmetics business from her partners. And yeah, everybody was like, gotta be Susha, fits the bill, because there's only a handful of actresses out there with, the kawaii, cutesy bao look. Okay, bao means, cutesy kawaii in Thai. And Susha, has a cosmetics business. So when people were talking about Suchat, Namcha came out with this post saying like, oh, you're always playing the victim. You need to like self-reflect. And she said, oh, your acting skills are so much better after years of training. And then she ended by saying like, oh, it's the same thing, but with a different person with a snake emoticon. Namcha has nothing to do with the case at hand, okay? But Namcha does own this cosmetics brand called Rad Cosmetics. Okay, it's like a lip gloss brand. Susha, on the other hand, she is the face of Fleen Cosmetics. And what does Rad Cosmetics and Fleen Cosmetics have in common? Kun Preem, who is the marketing force, the guru, the brainchild behind the success of these two brands. So this started way back during COVID times when Preem and Sasa wanted to create this cosmetics brand together. And Sasa was like, hey, how about I invite my former client, Susha, into the partnership? Kun Preem in the beginning was very hesitant for this partnership, especially during initial talks. They couldn't agree on the size of the shares, right? Like both Kun Preem and Susha, both of them wanted the largest share. They wanted to become the largest shareholder. So the way out was Kun Preem and Susha getting 48% and Kun Sasa, who is the former manager, getting 4%. Actually, her value was a bit more, but because that entailed more investment, so she lowered that down to 4%. Now, one day, Kun Preem was like, hey, is it okay with you guys if I work on my other brand because I have it lined up? Susha and Sasa, they were okay with it, but Susha sued Kun Preem for breaking non-competes. So then Susha allegedly went over to Sasa and she was like, I don't trust Preem at all. Like, she is not as good as she thinks she is. And plus, I think she is misappropriating company funds. And on top of that, said that the company was actually losing money. And that really rattled Sasa. Like, she did not want to be a part of this. So was like, oh, please keep this in a lowdown. I am going to clear this mess with Preem by myself. So Sasa basically sold her shares to Susha, and get this, told her to sign an NDA agreement, in which she did. Now that is really sus. This is the after, right? This is the before, and this is the after. Preem having 48% and Susha 52%. So Preem did not even know that she was out of the company until later. And that's when she noticed that Susha was allegedly trying to oust her out of the executive board and trying to put her family members in her place. And Sasa, on the other hand, after she found out that the company was making a lot of profit, she wanted back in. But, she was rejected. And on top of that, was sued by for 5.5 million baht. Now, Kun Preem, on the other hand, besides finding out that Susha was trying to oust her out of the company and putting her family members in, she was also barred from going into the socials. So here's what netizens are saying. Going back to the Kimberly post, right? People were like, well, Kimberly, you didn't have to come out to talk about her like that in that way. Sasa said your name on Horn Grasa because Pinum asked her whether she used to look after Kimberly, and that was it. Now, Namcha's post, on the other hand, Prim was like, my issue with Namcha was cleared ages ago. So, what does that really tell you? I guess, like, celebrities uniting in solidarity